Howdy, folks, and welcome to episode 121. Making funny titles is hard, and it is hard. I can't do it all the time. Oh well. Um, Welcome everybody. Right now, I'm flying solo. McMurray will be here in just a little while. Uh, Warmut's not. He's got company. I'm not sure about. About Reese. Hopefully he'll pop in here in a little bit. I'm not sure about Jeffy or Toddley either, but hey, you know what? So be it. We'll run with what we brung. Nguyen was here early and often, just being crazy, and that's okay. Um, we can do it. Um, Eric was here early saying howdy. John Longshore in the house, born in the backwoods, raised by a bear. Charles is here. Evening, all you excellent gamers. Hello, Charles. Um, and then Telemachus says, hands in the air, peeps. Go ahead and, if you're not a subscriber, you probably are a subscriber. If you're here, you're a subscriber. So don't worry about that. But definitely give me that thumbs up. It definitely helps the algorithm, I guess. I don't know how this works. If I ever break 365, I'll be amazed. Um, we got Jeffrey Edwards here. We got me and Mike. We got Richard Keenan. Hello, one and all. Until we get some folks joining me, we're going to go ahead and talk about what's going on over at Wiley Games. This weekend, they've got a 10% off everything on the website for Father's Day. As the email says, dads, treat yourself. If you are not already on the Wiley Games mailing list, hop on over there. Go to wiley-games.com. It should forward you to wiley-games.shopify.com or something to that effect. And sign up for the newsletter. You'll get, you might get one email a week, maybe two. Robin does a good job of not bugging us, but she does let us know when good things are happening. And right now, good things are happening. 10% off everything in the store. So now, if you have not previously got that one deck of cards or that one title that you've been looking for, or a snazzy new T-shirt or coffee mug, like my coffee mug right here. That's a snazzy coffee mug, decent sized. You can have. They got all kinds of the cards on them. Got other stuff as well. Uh, so hey, there is Mr. Hexy. Welcome, sir.
What's up, nerds?
How you doing, buddy?
All right. How about y'all?
So, thank you for joining. We should have McMurray here shortly. But yeah, we're also getting ramped up for Battles and Brews. We've got that coming up the third full weekend of July. Third full weekend. Yeah, third full weekend of July. And that's going to be in Independence, Missouri.
I will be in Gettysburg.
You will be in Gettysburg.
Yep.
A trip that I've yet to make that I want to. Hopefully in the not too distant future.
Right.
I've was at the doctor earlier today and got a mostly clean bill of health.
Good. Like that.
My A1C in March was at a 10.3, which is not good.
That's better than 12.
Yeah, better than a 12. And today, well, yesterday when I did my blood draw, uh, it was at an 8.6.
Wow.
So got that going for you. Um, Eric, no, we got sound. You just need to turn your volume up. Andrew Mike, I got the Wiley Imp coffee cup. Yep, that's a good looking mug. And then Eric says, "Sup, Chris? How you doing? I guess you found his volume control." And the original Grognard himself is in the house with his classic, patented, trademark thumbs up. But I got to go in for an EKG at the end of the month.
John Longshore.
Yeah, John's here. So the doctor would like to get me onto Ozempic or whatever it's called, but it is. He says it is very expensive, and the insurance companies are not wanting to pay for it until you've jumped through all their stupid little hoops of all the other lesser medications. So we're jumping through those hoops. I'm getting slapped onto another one. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think we will eventually get me onto Ozempic. So we'll see. Who knows? But yeah, I got an EKG coming up on the 24th of this month.
Right. EKG, something on your ticker?
Well, I've been dealing with some swelling in my feet.
Right.
And he just wants to make sure that there's not something causing my heart not to pump properly.
Huh.
So we'll see. Hopefully what it is, it's just one of the side effects of one of the medications I'm on is swelling. And so he's, instead of taking me off the medication for 3 to 4 weeks and then, having everything that we gained in the last 3 months go right out the window,
Right.
we're gonna run the EKG, just make sure it's not the heart. At which point in time, yeah, Mike, it is swelling equally in both feet. But with that, the goal is to make sure it's not the heart. But it's probably a good thing because my mom had heart problems before she died. In fact, they had her on heart thinners, and that's ultimately why she died, because she hit her head on inside of her Kenworth and ended up with a subdural hematoma and went into a coma and never came out of it. So warfarin's a hell of a drug. Anyway, enough about my medical status. We've got, like I said, Battles and Brews coming up. I was going to take Con Sonar, but decided that after playing it, playing one game now, it was just one sub versus one sub. It wasn't exactly exciting and thrilling, but it was, and I think it will be a better game with more subs on the table. You really got to be into it, though.
Right.
It's got to be your gig. It's not something you can just drop into and play and have fun with. So what I've decided to do is take Battlestar Galactica Vipers and Cylons with me, using the Starfighter rules. And I think that's going to be a much better game for the general public. I'm still planning on running Con Sonar at Jay's game weekend, which is the following weekend at J3.
Right.
Because I got some buddies that are really into it. So,
well, good.
My buddy Copeland, my buddy Joel, they'll be down for it. So, it's one of those things. Know your audience, and I know my audience is not going to be won't necessarily be hip on subs at Battles and Brews. So, and besides, there's something to be said about seeing Colonial Vipers and Cylon Raiders.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll get those going. I've been working on them. Actually, I've been working on them at work. I'm to the point where I'm getting done with my tasks at work by lunchtime. So the entire afternoon, I'm literally just sitting there waiting for customers to walk in and or the phone to ring. So I pack up my MacBook Pro, take it to work with me, and work on gaming stuff while I'm getting paid.
I actually took a set of rules in today. Thought I would read them while I threw my feet up and took a little lunch break or something, or just stopped staring at the computer, but I never did.
Shame on you.
Never did.
Shame on you. So that's what's we got going coming up in the future. I'm hoping the first week of August. Hoping we can swing it money wise. Donna and I may be trucking up to the lake cabin up in Minnesota.
Right.
Visit my dad and stepmom and spend a week up there. If we do, I'm hoping to get over to Fargo to check to see Little Big Wars.
And when you going to do this?
I'm hoping first week of August.
All right.
So, if we do, we'll obviously won't have a show that week because I'm going to be in the backwoods and there's internet is sketchy.
I don't know. I'm seeing the Chronicles of Nache Survival Episode 1.
Right. if I can get a signal on my phone, I might just do a live sitting there sitting on the dock out there on the lake.
John, this is Glory and Empire that I'm test playing for Lock and Load. No, I have not. I'm clipping onto Richmond 2. I've already done most of the main counters. They haven't put the 1.5 rules out in PDF yet, and I don't feel like marking up the ones that came in the game box. So I put a post on Facebook.
And you'll be getting a new set of maps here shortly.
Yeah,
from what I read.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be shortly, but we figure it's going to take them a few days to do that one.
Yeah. Hey, at least you're doing it.
I'll have 2 sets of maps. So
there's Mr. McMurray. Welcome, sir.
Gentlemen, how are we?
Doing well.
Outstanding.
Eric, no, it's not a Guinness. It is a Guinness glass. It is not a Guinness itself. It is a Dr. Pepper Zero. I do like a Guinness, though.
Who, baby? Oh, man.
Like they put borders around all the maps. They didn't cut off the ones where they need to join.
Oh.
So instead of making
Weights is like that, Jeff. It was really weird to see and kind of frustrating.
I didn't notice it, and I saw Brian Jarvis commented on it. I'm like, and Todd said something to me later, and then I went back and looked. I said, "Oh my God, they did, didn't they?"
Yeah, like it works fine. It was just it threw me for a bit of a loop,
Yeah, I mean, I can still play single map scenarios with it, and I was telling Chris, at least I'm gonna have 2 sets of maps now.
Yeah,
it's fair.
Maybe I'll just pin one set up on the wall
for a victory awaits.
It's
on to
Richmond 2.
Oh, that is your favorite conflict.
And the maps are, from what I saw when you were doing the unboxing, the maps are amazing looking.
Yeah, Kibler
So,
map.
I mean, they're good enough to be art on the wall.
Is On to Richmond, does that cover the Peninsular campaign or what?
Oh yeah, dude. So it's got the 1862 stuff. Hold on, that was rich. 1862 stuff, and then it's got everything from where Grant took over all the way through Petersburg.
Oh shit! Okay.
It's got 2 games in it, and then they added the Petersburg campaign.
That's awesome. Okay, I guess it makes sense. Like it's all on the same map.
Well, they got 4 maps.
Yeah, 4 maps. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, you get my point. It's all Northern Virginia between,
Yeah, pretty much.
DC
Wilderness,
and Richmond.
Down, Fredericksburg, Richmond, Petersburg.
Yeah.
So I just pulled it up on MMP.
Is that my?
Is it really $220?
It's $165 if you pre-ordered. It's so put it this way, Chris. Hold on. Let me grab something.
I mean, I watched the last part of your unboxing, and there's a crap ton of stuff in it. So, McMurray, what are you bringing to Battles and Brews while we're waiting for Hexy to find out whatever the hell he's finding out?
Oh, okay. For a minute there, you guys were like going in and out doing the weird ringing thing. I'm happy you're back. I'm bringing Pirates.
So that box.
Okay. We'll get
Pirates
back to
on
that.
land, Pirates on ships. Oh, go, Jeffy, go.
So you get those 2. They redid these 2, and then you also get the Petersburg campaign, which is like a 3rd game in the box.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
well worth the cash.
Oh yeah, and 155 even better. So
yeah, even at $220, you're if you're looking at 3 games, you're looking at what?
About $70 a game, $73 a game.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So that's not bad for a new game. Yeah.
No.
Especially
and
now
at
one
once and at 165, like you said, even better. That's what $55
$55 a game.
$55 a piece. Yeah, that's not too shabby. Not too shabby.
yeah, and it's such a good system.
Now that's GCACW Grand Combat.
Grand campaigns.
Grand Campaign. Okay.
What
is the counter represent? An individual counter representative brigade.
Anything from regiments up to brigades, but then you'll have you might have division leaders or brigade leaders in there. But it's an operational Civil War game. So
Right. Okay. So they'll have like the 141st Pennsylvania or whatever it is, right?
Usually the regiments will be they'll have some of the cavalry units will be regiments because they did a lot of reconnaissance duty as regiments. Right. Maybe some of the independent units guarding Washington D.C. they might have regimental infantry counters for that, but for the most part, I should have had it here, but I'm clipping it. Most of your stuff will be like if Pickett was a brigade, you might have a counter that says Pickett, and then it's the brigade. And then we'll have strength point markers underneath it. So.
Right. Mike, yes, that does explain why your copy has not shipped. Anything that had been pre-ordered, but not sent out, they are taking the bad maps out and putting new maps in. So it's going to take a little bit longer for you to get yours. But 2 things: A, they realized they messed it up and they're fixing it. B, more importantly, in my opinion, is they communicated that's what they're doing.
Yeah, they did a good job with
that. Too many times a company will realize something and work to fix it, but then not comment, not make any type of a statement. And so you're just sitting there like, well, shit, why am I not getting my stuff? They charged my card. Why am I not getting shit? So got that going for you. John Longshore wants to know, what do they do to make McClellan ineffective?
They made a counter for him.
Oh, just by putting him on the board, they're making him ineffective. There you go. That's harsh. That's harsh.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
What do you call McClelland after Antietam?
Fired?
Sir.
Oh.
Nice.
Uh,
Like what do you call the
John, is that question directed at me? That last one?
probably so.
is it
John's
asking
probably
something?
got all the Grail games that I don't have that I'd like to have.
Yeah, but what about that one game with the little parade spiral? Who found you that Grail
I
game?
got that one thanks to Andrew Son.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go see if I can find a. I'm driving home from the range, but I'm passing everyone's favorite game store at 8680 Watson Road, Game Night. I'm gonna go see if I can find an old game for you, Jeffy.
Take pictures. If you see anything I like.
I'll be right back.
Hey, if you're in there, McMurray.
Yeah.
If you're in there, just off chance if they've got any Ares Games Battlestar Galactica fighters,
Okay.
please let me know. I'm looking for one
look.
specific. So
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the Leodama Apollo's.
Yeah, you're good. Just text it to me real quick. So I used to have a clearance rack.
Yeah.
So
all right.
Send it on the thing. I'll talk to you guys in a minute.
So now my
Bear with me,
collection
gents.
of games. So I have both complete collections I got one magazine I don't have. And that's the last skirmisher they just did. I didn't order that. I could probably still get that. But I had the Avalon Hill complete, great campaigns, and now I have the MMP complete. And now they're working on a Vicksburg one. So I'm trying to think if I have any other Grail games I don't have. And it would have to be the old. Oh, Todd may jump on a little later, but he's not sure. It's Wednesday night, Todd. Come on.
He's killing me. He's absolutely killing me.
I think the only, I used to have the campaign for North Africa, but I would never play that. It would sit on the shelf. But I think the one thing I do want to get, I wished I had, like a lot of my SPI Great Battles of the American Civil War games. They were either plastic bag or flat tray. I wish I kind of had like Terrible Swift Sword and all the other ones in their boxes, like the soap box. And I know where I can get a soap box Terrible Swift Sword, but it's an arm and a leg. I'd like to have my old Highway to the Reich, the old soapbox edition of that one. I've got the new one, but I got the Decision Games one, but I wish I had the original one. Again, I had that once too. Let it go. Long time ago. Well, see, Chancellorsville campaign is part of Stonewall's Last Battle. So that one's already been done. And it's in what box is it in? Roads to Gettysburg 2, I think. And seriously, other than I have 2 pre-orders left, I think. Ardennes 2, Normandy 44. Or not Normandy 44, the Battle of Normandy, which I think Todd and I are going to take a shot at here eventually. And I don't think I have any other pre-orders.
So, okay, for the uninitiated, which is me, everybody else here probably knows what you're talking about when you say soapbox. What is a soapbox game?
The big thick boxes that SPI would put their monster games in, like 4 inches deep.
Okay.
Soapbox. Look like an old soapbox detergent box.
Yeah. All right.
And Todd sent me his Atlantic Wall. He kept it for a little while on the top shelf to let it get like a dust ring around it. And then he sent it to me, and I've already punched it, clipped it, and had to punch it. There you go. Wardrobe. Todd's got it right.
My Grail game is any game I'm playing with you guys. Well, you haven't been playing any games with me recently, Todd, and that hurts my feelings.
Hey, what's this freaking battle arena stuff I keep hearing people talking about where you play war games?
No idea what you're
piece
talking
of
about.
software like freaking Tabletop Simulator?
No idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. So I'm saying neither do I. And I just heard it the other night. Somebody was talking about it where they were playing. I watched somebody on YouTube, a content creator, talking about they were playing a very recent war game on Battle Arena, whatever that is.
I don't know if I've got a Grail game.
Ooh, John.
I'm not. Yeah, that's painful to read. I don't want to read it out loud.
Oh, Terrible Swift Sword, trashed. Thank God I got 2 copies of that thing.
I have not been into the Hex Encounter gaming side of gaming to have a Grail game, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
Um,
Well, yeah, but I'll bet you have a Grail tabletop you like to play that you would never part with.
well, I mean that's all of them because I don't sell. I sold that Civil War stuff because I knew I would never play it. You know.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, but you've got some Grail rule sets.
well, I mean,
Anything Wiley is Grail to you, so.
yeah. Also, my complete set of Force on Force, Osprey Force on Force.
Right.
I won't ever get rid of those. Primarily because
You do have a Grail Hex Encounter game.
I do,
Yeah, you do.
which is
Your lock and load stuff. That
oh
you
yeah. My lock and load stuff. See, I guess I'm mistaking. I'm not saying I'm mistaken. I am interpreting the term Grail game as one that I really, really want that I don't have.
Well, yeah, or you have it and it's one that you know you just won't get rid of whether you play it or not.
Yeah.
Like mine's Terrible Swift Sword, obviously. So
I
gotta nuke something. You keep talking.
Okay. Todd says, here's a question. Is there a Grail miniature scenario you would like to play with all the terrain and minis? Like a D-Day landing at Alamo, etc. I would. There are 2, I think, that I'd really, really like to do. And one is, well, both are pretty obvious once you hear them. The first one is I would love to do in 3mm or 6mm a folded gap in perfect ground scale to the miniatures with actual terrain based off of the actual area. That would be really, really cool. Another one would be a D-Day landing, but it's Operation Dragoon and not Overlord. The landings of the 45th, 45th, 36th, and 3rd Infantry into southern France. What rules would I use for Fold a Gap? I would probably do Fistful of Toes, to be honest. Fistful of Toes, I think, would handle it well enough. For Operation Dragoon,
What else can go off tonight?
Tell Rich if he wants to talk to you, he needs to hop on the hop on the show and get into chat. For Operation Dragoon, I don't know, because I would want it to be. I don't want it to be like just, a sector of the beach. I want to see the whole thing, probably in 15 millimeter, so it'd take up like the entirety of the gym at Lee Summit High School. But yeah, I think in 15 millimeter, I know for a fact Chain of Command would not work for that. I Ain't Been Shot Mum might be able to handle it. I'm not sure. But you would also be looking at literally dozens of people playing the game. And what you would have to do is you would have it set up where each player is responsible for a sector of the beach. Like Dog Red 1, Dog Green 2, etc. But yeah, I think you could get away with playing it using I Ain't Been Shot Mum. But yeah, that's a lot. Another one I think would be cool to see. Not that I would want to put it all together, but I would love that. I saw a couple of years ago a video where a guy did 1-for-1 the French versus the Allies at Waterloo in 28 millimeter. So he had well over like 25,000 miniatures done up. Each regiment with the correct turnbacks and all that good garbage. It was amazing to look at. I think that would be cool to see being gamed again. I'm not going to be the one putting that together, but that would be pretty cool. Oh yeah, Waterloo with Chris Clucky. Yeah, Waterloo in 54 millimeter. There you go. Eric says, this is why I cannot get into minis. I'd want them all. You're telling me, brother. Need a small shed just for them all. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've got this room here in my basement full of not only my miniatures, but more than half of all of my brother's miniatures also.
Right.
So yeah, let's put it this way. This guy right here, he's from 1987, 1988, I think. Christmas of 88, I think, is when my brother got him.
Did he leave his arm back in 1988?
Yeah. Actually, I got him. I got his arm right here, actually. No, these are the left arms. What did I do? Well, I got a box around here somewhere that's got the right arms. What did I do with it? I really need to get in here and clean and organize. It's ridiculous. Oh, there it is. Ugh. I got a box full of Greeblies. All kinds of crazy stuff. A lot of this is 4th edition type stuff. but I like to mix and match. Hold on one second. Talk amongst yourselves.
I'm feeding my face. All right, so War in Europe. I've got War in Europe, East and West, and War in Europe, but the trays were so shot to crap. Of course, like all old SPI trays. I gotta admit though, the ones that Andrew sent me with War Between the States, they're in pretty good shape. But those ones for War, if I'd take them out and put them in one of them post office free boxes you can get that you can mail out stuff in, like a little bigger than legal size, height and width, and so I got all that in there. I just don't know if there's anything else. Like I say, there's no Grail game off the top of my head that I want or that I need to get. Just having those old detergent boxes, I think, would be cool. Just playing. Actually, Todd sent me Atlantic Wall, the old SPI, and that looks really cool. But I've got it all punched and clipped and ready to go. So, and I'm enjoying all this Napoleonic stuff I'm playing right now. I got 2 games on the table and reading some more rules, and we'll see how that progresses.
All right, I'm back. Todd says my nephew picked up some Warhammer minis at the last Con of KC. He has not been painting them. Jay has been painting them. We're slowly but surely getting him into painting his own stuff. Right now, we're just focusing on getting him excited to be playing the games with us. Once he gets playing the games, hopefully he'll be excited enough to want to paint his own stuff, because my brother is getting tired of painting the stuff that Joey wants to paint. So, for instance, this coming Sunday, our gaming will be in Blackstone Fortress, Warhammer 40K's Blackstone Fortress, which is a fun game. It's set in the Warhammer 40K universe, which is cool, but we don't like the game Warhammer 40,000. So, Meander Mike says, Hexy, I am punching the counters for Ney versus Wellington. Do you find the French units hard to read? The bright blue, white unit symbols and black font, I find it very hard to focus on.
Yeah, it is, and I got to have bright light on top of it when I'm playing, because it's a little bit and they're the original what half-inch counters that SPI made. So,
no, we're not running. We're not running the Galactic Marine game at J3 or Battles and Brews. We are running. Jay is running what he's calling the Pit, where everybody has a single character that is done up as if he were a leader in Fistful of Lead, and it can be whatever sci-fi genre we want. We'll get contracts to do certain things while in the pit. We might be looking for data tapes, or doing an escort mission or an assassination mission, or all kinds of different options, and going in, and if it's maybe not a kill or be killed situation, but it's definitely going to be we're going to be kicking the crap out of some things. So, let's see. Devin says, I don't have any Grail games left, just a few games I'd like to have. And Todd wants to know what a couple of those games are. And Devin says the old Assault series of games. I wouldn't mind to have that back in my library.
Assault series. Is that the old Deb? Is that the GDW, the like boots and saddles and stuff like that?
Like this one here?
Yeah, that series. They made quite a few of them, didn't they? Boots and saddles. That one. I have the box for the that I used to put my minis in for the Germans or for the Bundeswehr. It's called Bundeswehr, I think.
Now, this is Assault Tactical Combat in Europe 1985. Game Designers Workshop, a complete adventure game.
Now, I think what Dev's talking about, they made like 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah. So this is copyright 1983. I really should pull this out and give it a look-see.
Yeah. Bundeswehr was the. I had Bundeswehr and I had boots and saddles.
Oh. I picked this up at a secondhand garage sale type thing at Fantasy Books and Games in not O'Fallon, Illinois, but one of the suburbs of St. Louis. I got it for like $5, and it was mostly unpunched. In fact, I think it was entirely unpunched.
Which one?
So, the Assault,
Ah.
this game, I got it for $5,
Right.
unpunched. But the box was broken,
Wow.
which honestly,
That's fixable.
some tape.
Yep.
No, it's not. It's not the O'Fallon, Missouri one, Todd. It's the Illinois side. Another game that I've had this one since it was new. This is a cool game. This is very, very late 80s, early 90s. Very, very. It's Hex Encounter slash. Oh, excuse me, Hex Encounter slash miniature game, because there's your counters.
Oh yeah.
You assemble a box.
I watched
And,
Purple Druid's little show he did the other night about war game culture and things you can use to simulate tabletop war games, and
Yeah.
it was quite interesting.
So here's your here's a
got a question for you.
here's a squad.
Yeah.
Just yeah. What is your top 3 naval games? Well, I mean, obviously, the top game is Ocean Thunder. I'm going to be very, very prejudiced on that one. Then I do like. Excuse me. I do like General Quarters 3. Now, the original General Quarters was the reason why Ocean Thunder happened, because it seemed to feel too abstracted. He's back. Hello,
Man.
Murray.
Chris, I'm sorry, buddy. I scoured that damn place. I couldn't find it.
No worries, dude. I wasn't
think-
expecting it to be there.
I think somebody
Oh.
went in and cleaned out their whole like stock of it because they used to have a bunch of the Starfleet battle stuff and that, and then a bunch of other Ares stuff like the some of the ships and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
And
It's-
Jeffy,
it's-
it is my sad news to report that there's nothing new in the old game section. Although Civilization keeps slapping me in the face with, "Don't you want to play me? Don't you want to play me? Don't you want to play me?"
Just buy the computer versions.
Wait.
Are they really that similar?
That's the
Like,
old.
I know that the Civilization on the computer is what?
Well, they're up to like 6 or 7 now. So
I've got 5 on my computer. I play it every day. at
No,
work.
Chris, I'm talking about buying the original Hex Encounter version.
Yeah. That thing spreads out. It's a fun game. I've played it before.
Well, all right, then I won't buy it.
So back to top 3 naval games, and that my last, it's a naval game in the sense that there are ships and they're shooting at each other, but it just so happens that they're in space, and that would be FASA's Star Trek Starship Combat Simulator.
right.
Also, very much a 1980s, early 90s game in how it plays. And that one started as a Hex Encounter game, but quickly turned into a miniatures game because FASA sold you the box that had a hex mat, and then that had hexagonal tokens for each of the ships, and then they also sold white metal starships. The Enterprise was about 3.5 inches long.
Right.
Had a lot of fun with it. Had all of the supporting ship recognition manuals for the factions. Had most of the ships, and then ended up getting a divorce, and stuff went into a storage space, and that storage space didn't get forgotten, but I was so frustrated and fed up with not being able to fit everything into the truck that I had rented, that I just left shit behind.
Thunder in the Ozarks, Andrew. Blind Swords. Get that game. Pea Ridge.
That's Herman's.
Yep, that's from his
Wilson's Creek
original
game?
Blind Sword system. That's Pea Ridge. And the other one's Wilson's Creek, is called Thunder at Dawn, I think, or something like that.
Oh wait, so which one were you telling me to grab?
So Thunder, or something, would I say it was Thunder at the Ozarks? No. God damn it. Hold on.
One of them is probably Pea Ridge, and the other one's Wilson's Creek.
Yeah, the Ozarks one is Pea Ridge.
Yeah.
It's called Thunder in the Ozarks. I can't remember what the Dawn one is called, but that's Pea Ridge, and the other
Yeah.
one
Dawn is Wilson's Creek
is Wilson's Creek. Yeah,
because Lions attacked it real early in the morning.
right. I think they're both from Revolution Games.
Yes, I believe so.
I think that's a system ACW that would be up your alley for you. So not real hard.
It's not Line of Battle.
No, okay. So we're gonna have an intervention with Steve to not discuss those types of games with you.
Right? I'm going to say those assholes tried to hoodwink me.
Line of Battle is like the MMP version of My Great Battles of the American Civil War, only slightly later.
Yeah. Don't worry, that's what I was getting from reading on Board Game Geek. It was just one of those. Wait a minute.
I think the only MMP games that suit you are SCS and then their area movement stuff, and the Victory Awaits games.
I'm about to say I'm about to play Victory Awaits.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've run into that also when they have sales and stuff, because I'm not gonna lie, Todd has pointed out multiple times that you probably figure out BCS. It's like, that's fair, but I already have it. Like, I enjoy World War II, and it will be worth. Like, I would like to play Aracourt, but I don't want to learn a whole new system just to play Aracourt.
Right.
I'm okay. I don't have a system for Civil War that I really like, other than Blue and Gray, but that's not even really that's not complex enough that it's a system I would have to follow, which is nice because there's all of them there.
Just remember, though, that the maps in the Blind Sword series are like Rick Barber maps.
What's that mean?
The real artsy, well done, like my Most Fearful Sacrifice that I played. That's a Rick Barber map. It's got all the details.
I got you. I mean, I'll look at them before I grab them.
But they're big hexes and big counters, so.
That's nice.
Oh, Thunder Dawn is Cedar Creek, Mike. Thanks. I'm sorry. What's the one for? They did Wilson's Creek, or are they doing Wilson's Creek?
I'm pretty sure there is a Wilson's Creek. That, or it's like in the final stages of pre-order and development, because it's been around for a while.
Yeah, I've got the whole collection here. Except, well, no, I take it back. I think the last one I don't have yet. His cat. What's up?
All right.
What?
Yeah, Henry, Mike, I could never play Starfleet Battles, or as my brother terms it, Starfleet Accounting.
Yeah.
I've seen it a couple of times at a convention, and it was. And I'm not saying that it's bad if other people like to play it. I'm as they say these days, I'm not going to yuck somebody's yum, but it's not for me.
I've never heard that before, but I really like it.
What? Starfleet Accounting?
No, I'm not going to yuck somebody's yum.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to yuck somebody's yum, because if that's what they want to play, then by all means let them play it. But it's not for me. Perfect example of why is 1 year at Recruits. There was a group of guys that got together, put the game out there, invited people to come play it. It was all set up. The table looked nice with all the different ships. There's Mr. Reese. Hello, Reese. We'll pull you up to speed here in just a second. But they started play during the first round of the convention. Went and played a Star Trek game with my brother using Full Thrust Light, where we had 9 D7s against 7 Federation ships. And we had played the game to a reasonable conclusion within a single game session, which was about 3.5 hours. I went over and looked at the Starfleet Battles game. It didn't look like a single thing had moved in the 3.5 hours that we completed our game in.
Yeah, but they fired their phasers.
I don't know if they did or not, because
I'm just giving you trouble.
Oh yeah, I know. I think it's I think it might be a good game if you do like one-on-one combat. but for big, as it says on the box, Starfleet battles, it's difficult. So,
That's fair.
Eric, I
Chris,
did.
Oh.
Go ahead.
no, go for it.
I did just see that Richard made my running the silent game into a tabletop simulator module. Very cool of him to do. I don't have tabletop simulator, so I can't see how good it is or not. But hey, it's appreciated. Todd, yes, there is. It's called Leviathans, in fact, not to be confused with Leviathan from Catalyst Games. So yeah, there is a space game. There's also Interceptor, which is a fighter related game. So
Standing outside my house. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
I don't know. Yes.
Did you say you're getting Leviathans?
No.
They just sent out an update
Todd
today.
was asking about. Oh, they did? I'll have to check it out. No, Todd was asking if there was a space game in relation to Renegade Legion Centurion. And the answer to the question was yes, it's called Leviathans. And there's also Interceptor. Leviathans is the captain.
Chris,
game.
I finally think I found a good Total War ACW game for you.
Oh,
Oh, I lost you again. Can you hear me?
no. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Ah, shit.
You're,
Using this goddamn router.
we
This
hear you
stupid
fine,
fucking
dude.
thing doesn't work. What the hell's the point? A wooden door? That's what's fucking you up, you stupid router? Jesus. Oh,
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 The Spirit
Come
of
on.
Christ compels you.
good times. Spirit of Christ needs to compel his damn router. Yeah, I'm
That
happy
we
you guys
know.
can hear me. Yeah. So, Chris, I think I found a good. You got to be shitting me. Can you hear me?
Yes.
That's okay. Sorry, it keeps like cutting in and out, and I'm literally
We hear
staring
you
at my router
fine.
5 feet away from me right now.
We hear you
Oh, that's
just
good.
fine.
All right, then I'm just going to keep
We
talking.
have not
Chris, I
lost
think
you
I
at
finally
all.
found, and then God damn it, an entire like whole Civil War game for you that is not crazy complicated. It is really fun. It's a little older. I think Jeffy might still be on the not a big fan of this game train, but I played it through a couple times and enjoyed the hell out of it. And then I found an extra copy. It is GDW's A House Divided.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And that's the
Okay.
sound of Jeff logging off.
Shit, I got 3 boxes sitting out on my table, 2 for Reese and 1 for Chris that I have still not bothered to put in the freaking mail yet.
2 for me.
Well, the 2 model boxes.
Okay, I was about to say which one is death and which one is good. I know a certain individual passed away recently. I didn't know if you were taking up his pastime. So.
Well, we tried to eliminate Brian before I came along.
Yeah.
Brian's going to play a Hex Encounter game. It's coming.
I
Because
feel it. Yeah.
his boys, his gamers with coffees, they can't get enough of it now. So,
Well, I will do one in December.
yep, you said that. You did.
It's ready to go
Then why not play it now?
because I have Axis and Allies D-Day on one table and a 54 millimeter battle on the other table, and I don't have room.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, Mike. Starfleet Battles plot energy allocation is great for ship to ship, but fleet versus fleet, it is tedious. It is. Now, to be fair, FAS's Star Trek Starship Combat Simulator is got a bit of energy allocation as well, but it's not as bad. We were able to get 2 or 3 ships per person playing that, so wasn't horrible. So,
But yes,
Reese.
Chris, I'm bringing you a copy of House Divided to Battles and Brews.
okay, outstanding.
Think of that game as like a smaller version or different version.
You can play the
of
whole
later
ass war.
U.S. Civil War.
Cool. Yeah, Reese. We've been talking about Grail games. What either, and we've got 2 definitions running for Grail game. The first definition that I was using was, what is there a game or scenario out there that you have not either been able to purchase as a game or play as a scenario that you'd really, really want to? Or B, it's you've got the game or rule set already, and no matter what, you will not you will not part with.
Well, as far as games I have not played that I would want to, Axis and Allies Guadalcanal would be one of my Grail games.
Cool.
It's the originals are going for outrageous prices on eBay, well above my price range. But I guess the Axis and Allies license got bought recently, and the company that bought it did a poll on if we were to republish one of, and they listed several, which would you prefer? And the community overwhelmingly said Guadalcanal, and they said okay. So I'm going to get my hands on it. It may be a couple years before they do that. But Axis and Allies Guadalcanal would be a Grail game for that.
Yeah, it's looks like used on eBay between $135 and $150.
Well, that's cheap compared to what it was.
Well, here's one for
Hot damn, Reese, jump on it, buddy.
No,
right?
I'm fucking with you. Don't do
tires
that.
in the car. I just put new tires in the car today. No.
Ah, shit.
Uh,
Here we go. Yeah,
MMP
$280.
MMP sale this weekend.
in comparison, my Axis and Allies D-Day
I saw
game
that.
was $20 to $30.
Now you can get it. Where is this from? In Geek Market, somebody's got it for sale for $80
Still
in very good condition. I know it's still well above my price range as well.
I've got all the pieces I need for it. I have the rules printed out, and
You just
I
need
have
the map.
I have a PDF of the map. So,
There you go.
Bro, you're one trip to a good Kinko's away from having that game.
Yeah.
yeah, but I'd rather have the quality board and everything else that comes with
Well,
it.
that's fair.
The other thing, Eric says we want to see them Raptors.
Well, they're coming.
All right.
They're
Wait,
Yeah.
they're from eBay.
He bought 54 millimeter
Velociraptors. And I was wrong. On Discord, I said there was 14. There's only 12.
clever girls.
I don't know if I lost them and they're going to show up and kill me. But yes, I saw Tamiya had made 54 millimeter, 135th scale Raptors, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I've got Jungle
Buddy.
Terrain, and I
Dude, you throw Wellington and fucking Napoleon on the backs of them, and we're playing Napoleonosaurus. That's what we're doing.
Napoleonosaurus.
is that what I need to do? Is put French cavalry on the back of them and
Have him
Dude.
try and hunt down Richard Sharp, but Richard Sharp has a goddamn minigun. Absolutely,
I may
you
do
do.
that.
This is something that McMurray and I have discussed ad nauseum.
It has been
since
bandied
we
about
pretty
for
much
quite
met.
some time now.
Well, that's a possibility.
Chris, did War Games Atlantic ever make their British Rifleman kit? for their Napoleonic stuff?
I don't know.
Because if so, Chris, I'm gonna need to get a couple sprues of those, and we're gonna make Napoleonic riflemen, and I'm gonna print a bunch of FN fowls, and we're gonna have Napoleonic riflemen with fowls hunting dinosaurs somewhere.
Hey, McMurray,
Yeah.
if you print some fouls, would you do me a favor and scale some up to about 1/35th?
Yeah, I'll try. Yeah, absolutely. Man.
I appreciate that. I have tracked down 2 in my scale to use, and it cost me about $30 a piece.
Good.
Jesus
We can call
Christ
the
on a bike,
prehistoric-
buddy.
the
Now they came.
prehistoric
It was the kit that they came in, which had a few other things in it, but yeah,
Jump.
What were you saying, Jeffy, buddy?
We can tag them the prehistoric Fusiliers.
Yeah, man.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with the Raptors, but I have a feeling I might do some sort of Space Marine style bug hunt in the jungle with Vietnam era Marines and Raptors.
Dude.
You should have the players play as Raptors and see how many Viet Cong they can eat.
No, man. I'm thinking about like taking my Way City rules and modifying it for the jungle, and having the Raptors instead of the Kong.
You could have Eat Hitler, and instead of Eat Hitler, you could have Eat Ho.
Sounds
have
too
had-
much like a crazy college weekend.
I'll bring you some hats. Nobody in college has enough money for hookers. Come on.
Pol Pot pie.
Yeah, Pol Pot pie. Holy shit! Jeffy enters the chat. That's
Hey,
what's up.
mine's hanging on the door, and my mom. My
Right out of the
mother-in-law
fucking
comes
park. That was outstanding, Jeffrey. I am very proud of you, buddy.
I watched the documentary on him today.
Dude, I will. Reese, you do that. You do the Velociraptors versus Marines.
Mhm.
I will wear the hat.
I'll wear mine too.
I've got Chris Copeland's
Yeah,
hat
the
here
issue is
still
you can't
too.
wear the hat if they're the bad guys.
Maybe Chris is just
Like-
going to walk up and jump scare the people playing as the Marines, just randomly wearing the hat.
Nah,
I won't even. I won't even
I
tell
don't
him
need.
it's
I don't
coming.
need to have the hat to scare them.
I'll just give you a nod and watch you walk across the convention hall, jump out of nowhere wearing a dinosaur hat.
Shit, I will get one of those blow up Velociraptors and come just screeching in.
Yeah, it's never to come back. Oh,
Yeah, no shit.
no,
Not worth it.
I don't know if I could. I could bring that as like a one session game or something next year.
That's what I did with Eat Hitler. Is I just played it during the meal break.
That was a
And
blast.
people loved it. Yeah, people loved it.
Oh yeah,
Like
except for that one.
it's just
guy.
got to be simple enough that you can have it done in like a half hour to an hour. That way, if people are eating, they can eat and do that, or do that then eat, or you play a couple games of it. Yeah.
So have y'all already done the news segment of your little thing you do?
Swear to God,
What
if you
you
say
said.
Sweet 16 or Top 16, I'm gonna drive. I will
No.
drive to Arkansas.
No. So Nordic Weasel Games, who I very much enjoy, almost as much as I enjoy Wiley Games. Not quite, but almost. Just sold the rights to a bunch of their titles to Modifius, I think,
Okay.
which is evidently a big game company.
Yeah.
So I don't know much about this. I'm just reading the news. But he sold 5 Men in Normandy, 5 leagues. Was it 5 leagues from the Borderlands, 5 parsecs from home, a couple other things like that. Don't remember all the titles that he sold, but he sold the rights to a bunch of them up there. He's still going to be the main writer on them, from everything I've heard. They're just going to get a bigger distribution. And I'm really happy for him on that. So
Did
Oh,
Brian
that,
play 5 parsecs from home for a minute?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. And he
Okay.
talked about how it was awesome. He think he may have found his game, but gamers are.
well, 5 Men in Normandy was one of the first games I picked up, and I couldn't make heads or tails of it because I had just come off H.G. Wells' Little Wars, and it was not anywhere close to the same. But
That's true.
Fistful of Lead helped me bridge the gap, and I went back to 5 Men in Normandy, and I love it. So
Hell yeah, brother.
He says the Raptors fought in the Battle of Toronto.
Yeah, man. What if we had like pterodactyls and triplanes, man?
Pterodactyls versus triplanes.
What do you,
I am
what do you
down.
freaking drink every day, McMurray?
Is that purple
Bro, I
drink?
haven't had a drink in 3 years. Well,
Dude.
give it a week and a half, and it's 3
Maybe
years.
that's the problem.
Maybe that's the problem.
And then we've got
not wrong.
an LBW Steve sighting, by the way.
Ooh.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, Steve.
Hi there, buddy.
Tried.
Welcome.
We already addressed that.
Steve,
it's good to
I
see you,
want
Steve.
to know
Even if
we
you
had
and
to
Clay
send-
tried to hoodwink me into a monster.
we had to send an interventionist and a therapist out to St. Louis for McMurray ever since you put him on that line of battle hunt.
Nope, we're good.
Oh, man.
Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
I can do it. Wouldn't be prudent.
I've made a lot of poor decisions in my life.
1,000 points of light. Not gonna do it.
So I ordered
Wouldn't be
that.
prudent.
I ordered that big tub of Vallejo mud. I based one miniature in it, and now I can't find it.
What's the tub or the miniature?
The
Yeah.
tub,
You got pets in the house?
yes, but they're not allowed in this room. Not after the last debacle.
Yikes.
So, and let's just say it wasn't thick mud on the floor.
It didn't wind up in your pants, did it?
No.
Yikes.
Because if that winds up in the washer, your wife.
Oh,
It's not gonna be
McMurray,
very
I
understanding.
raised 11 hogs my senior year of high school. I am well acquainted with removing animal feces from clothing before you put it in the washing machine.
That's
So,
good.
Yikes.
That's good.
Um,
My concern was yours.
Todd says someone is selling to take Washington for $45.
Damn, Andrew, your closest
That
gaming
Jubal
buddy
Early
is
one?
trying to get you to commit hard carry.
Right?
So yeah, I'm going to be listening. I'll be looking for that tub of mud.
Ashley says, hey, guys. Hello, Ashley. Welcome.
Hey, Ashley, I haven't seen any post boost for Sunday show.
What's going on Sunday besides it being Father's Day and I get to eat a crap ton of shrimp?
They asked me to come on. Shit, I'm on
Oh,
call
okay.
too, man. I tell you, I went on call today. Nothing all day long, and I drove home and I just ordered my DoorDash. I was going to get out of my truck and go in the apartment, and that damn phone went off. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
It's nice to be needed.
Yeah, need somebody else. I got stuff to do.
So since it's Father's Day weekend, are we having a Saturday show?
Yeah,
Okay. I'm gonna be missing that one.
that's okay. You guys spend time with your pops. I understand.
Well, my grandfather and my father are going to be in the same building, and I was like, well, I got to take that opportunity.
Absolutely do it. My dad is a 15-hour drive, 16-hour drive away, so
Understand.
not going to be spending a whole lot of time with him.
Well, Dad's been on the road working for. He's going to be working for a long time on the road for a couple more months, trying to sort out a problem, and so he told me he's going to be swinging through and staying with my grandparents that weekend. I said, yeah. I said I'll be there.
Outstanding.
My mother's going to drive down from Kansas City, and it's going to be a big happy family for a weekend. So.
Outstanding. Greg is here. Hi, Greg. And Ashley says Greg's been working late, so he's doing it now. And then Hexy showed us what game he was playing because LBW Steve asked. And it was, he showed it real quickly and I didn't see it. It's the one he's been playing, though, if I'm not mistaken. Huh. Woof. Excuse me.
McMurray, did you get hungry or something? Because I can't find this mud anywhere.
I actually am eating right now.
Of course you are.
I didn't know if
I
you just
totally
opened up with a
didn't see
stick
your
and
button.
started eating it like peanut butter.
Yeah, man. It smells pretty good.
Dude, put that on a cracker. It's like Vegemite.
I still swear that snake bite leather smells like Tootsie Rolls.
I think you're having a stroke.
I probably am. And man, I can't smell anything out of this nose, so I would not be surprised.
Snake
Not
bite
yet, Steve,
leather.
but I got 3 of them now.
Snake bite leather.
You got 3 strokes or 3 snake bite leathers or 3 noses or
3 Lavatai.
gotcha.
Charles is going to play some OSG. Charles, have you played any of those yet, or is this your first go round?
Where is my snake? Oh, here we are. You said it smells like Tootsie Rolls, huh?
Mhm.
Your
Let
mud
me
done?
shake it. Let me shake it. No, the snake bite leather.
Oh.
Give it a good shake.
Really? We're going to start sniffing model paint now.
Yep, they're watching us sniff paint.
Arkansas Tootsie Rolls, Chris. Arkansas Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah,
That means turkey droppings.
yeah,
Those are ones direct from the turkey, right?
yeah. Those are.
I got hit
So,
in the
I
face.
mean,
the
you
other
said
day.
you said
Some
snake
Cargill's
bite leather?
finest. What's that?
I said I got hit in the face with one of those that kind of Tootsie Roll the other day.
Steve, I
You
have,
said it
You
was
better get
snake
paid.
bite leather.
I have not met McMurray
Smells like
face
Tootsie
to
Rolls.
face yet. Do not kill him.
What were you saying, Chris?
You better get paid a shit ton of money for all you put up with those fucking turkeys.
It's worth it. I'll put it that way.
All right.
So, but yeah, I broke her over my knee, and next thing you know, I had crap all over my face.
Nothing like getting shot by an aft torpedo.
Well, my catcher looked at me and said, "You got shot at and missed and crapped at and hit." And I said, "Yep, sure enough."
Yeah. Meandering Mike says, I remember as a kid that certain pencil erasers smelled like Kool-Aid.
Ooh. Did anybody else have those scented pencils that they'd sell at the book fair that would like last for 2 days?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I
Yeah,
always like the root beer ones.
because you bought your book for $4.75, and you didn't want to have to deal with that quarter, and your mom gave you the $5 bill, so you picked up 5 of those damn things because they were a nickel a piece. Charles says, my other Rommel at Bay, Rommel at Antonisha, OSG World War II.
And Todd, I don't know what college you went to, but maybe.
Todd went to a school of hard knocks.
I got you.
Just take the N
School of the
out.
streets, yo.
Just take the N out.
Used to chew pencils. Flavored ones would not be a good idea for me.
I appreciate
You
Jeff.
don't need to yell at us, Hissy. Take it down a notch. Take it down,
He's been
buddy.
chewing the wrong kind of pencil.
Right?
Oh, my rules are finished printing.
You like the end of the joint, Hissy. You don't chew it.
Good God.
Sorry.
Oh, man.
man. I tell you
There we
what.
go, buddy. There we go. I'm gonna start highlighting.
The battle for Norma. With Norma Jean.
Norma Jean.
Oh, is
Sally
that
Fields' pictures are in this thing.
Steve talking about that?
Goodbye, Norma Jean.
It's probably Steve talking about Battle for Normandy. He started playing
yeah.
that.
Yeah, the cat sets the caps. Yeah. It's a bald cat with that's bipedal.
No, he's no pedal.
That's not the reprint. I just don't like to screw up the original rule books. Reprint's not released yet.
This is going to drive me nuts.
Good for you. It's just a short putt. Heyo.
It's not like I have that much room in here.
You're probably like me. You have so much stuff in that little room that stuff gets hidden from you.
Exactly, right? I mean,
Hey, is that a bottle of Mod Podge on your shelf back there?
yes, that is for my wife's projects.
It's not behind that, is it?
No, because there's her paints, and I'm not allowed to touch those.
Fair enough.
So,
Do you have stacks?
I don't
of
think it's
paper?
anywhere on her side.
Did you take it to the bathroom to read the ingredients while sitting on the throne?
Read the ingredients on what?
Did you take it to the bathroom to read the ingredients while you were sitting on the throne?
You know, I might have. I don't know. I'll go check there here in a little bit.
If he wanted to check the ingredients while he's in the bathroom, he could just test some of it that he made.
Yeah.
It really does look like poop. To be honest with you.
Check the freezer.
You know,
It's where my mom found the iron once.
what was she doing? Talking on the phone and had two things in her hand. And...
Yeah, I don't know, but now that's a thing. That whenever we're looking for something, have you checked the freezer? Why'd it be in the freezer? Don't know, but there was an iron there once. So
You know, at this point, it would not surprise me one bit.
and Mike says it's always in the last place you look.
Yeah. Well, I got so excited because I've got a bunch of World War I guys done. And I was going to sit down and base them, and
Worst part of it's probably sitting right in front of you, right on the desk, and you just can't.
it probably is. It's probably like underneath my super glue bottle or something, and just hiding from me.
Okay,
Well,
Steve.
let's look at it this way. It stores well, and you're never gonna stop using it. So you might as well just order another bottle.
I didn't realize there was like bits and stuff in it. That
Yeah.
stuff was awesome.
That's my point. It's fantastic.
Well, I'm going to
So
take
order
this.
another bottle now, and then you'll find it in 10 minutes.
No.
Yeah.
But
It's how that works.
I want to take this piece, mud it, and then I've got a guy that he's posed like pushing down wire and stepping over. And I don't usually do little dioramas with my bases, but I figured with this guy I kind of had to. So
Yeah, he's got the same suggestion. Fastest way to find it is order a new bottle.
yeah, and the thing is, I've got the box for it right here, and it's not in there.
You sure?
Nope, just packing peanuts in a note from a hobby store in Burbank, California.
All right. All right, Steve. Take care, buddy.
Bye, Steve.
Mike says check the waste basket. That's trash can in
He's in
real
Arkansas. They don't have trash cans. They have burn pits out back.
yeah, but what
That
do you
place
think?
where rich people throw all the good stuff.
Exy, you want to know something really sad?
I live in East Tennessee, so don't worry about it.
You want to know something really sad?
You got a burn barrel, don't you?
I do at work. But I live in a place that's so ritzy, I have a guy come and pick up my trash every night from my front step. I don't know what to do
Hell
with
did you just
myself.
say?
I don't know what to do with myself.
Yikes!
I mean, I grew up hillbilly, and yeah.
You say somebody comes and picks up your trash every night?
Yeah, from my front doorstep.
What the fuck? What the hell kind of 1% guy are you now? You went corporate, man.
Dude,
I
dude,
spear turkeys for a living.
he's Todd Rich, man. He's Todd Rich.
Yeah, no shit.
Okay, I checked my
I
wife's
bet you
drink.
even
It's
Todd
time to
doesn't
check
have
mine.
somebody. I bet you Brian doesn't even have somebody who picks
You know
up his
what?
trash
I'll-
every evening.
I'll bet Reese's wife walked in there and thought that was some food that he was eating and didn't finish
Yeah.
it, so she threw it out.
Or
Yeah.
it might be in the fridge.
That's actually a good point. It does kind of look like a food container. It might be in the fridge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll find it someday.
Two.
But I'm going to check my spray paint box because it may wind up in there. No, but I found my duster.
There you go. That doesn't look anything like an overcoat.
Wait,
No.
where'd I get this tub of Vallejo mud?
What'd you say?
Hex, he wants to know where he got the that tub of Vallejo mud.
I got it from Burbank Hobbies off eBay.
He missed that completely.
Yeah.
I said, where did I get this tub of Vallejo mud?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Good joke. Good joke.
She's wife served it to you for lunch a few days ago, and you didn't realize it.
Probably was on my apple jelly sandwich, and I didn't even notice it.
Apple jelly sandwich.
Yeah, that and a little peanut butter, you're good to go.
The only reason I would have apple jelly is that is the start to making jalapeno jelly.
That is a good thing to know.
Because the only type of apple type spread I like is apple butter.
I love
Good. I was
apple
about to
butter.
say, if you don't say apple butter, we're gonna have
Apple butter is the best.
Yeah, just apple butter on a piece of toast.
it's wonderful.
I am.
Done.
We're gonna have to have a talking to about that because it's
I'm
fantastic.
allergic to blue food coloring of all things. So
Why is that in apple butter?
it's not in apple butter, but it's occasionally, not always, but it's occasionally in grape jelly.
Oh
Yeah, but I'm not a big grape jelly guy. I'm a strawberry jam guy.
I'm an orange marmalade, grape jelly, apple jelly kind of guy. With apple butter in the mornings, apple jelly at lunch.
I like food. And I need to order groceries now that I said that.
I told somebody I was in the mood for a cat head biscuit today, and they looked at me like I was insane.
A cat head biscuit?
Yeah, a drop biscuit. Ever had one?
Yeah, drop biscuits are good
Cat head biscuit. That's what we called them.
because they look like cat heads. They got to be about this big though, because the stuff that they
Oh,
Now
I've never heard of that referred to as a cat head biscuit, but yes, I have.
For my money, the best mass-produced fast food biscuit out there is Popeyes.
So wait a minute. Cat head biscuits with beans or not?
Depends. What time of day?
You're gonna need Depends.
We have a veteran guy that has little mobile food trucks.
Mm-hmm.
He brings into the parking lot of our sheriff's department across the street. And on Wednesdays, it's hot dogs. Oh my God. I go over there get me 2 jumbo country roads, chili and cheese dogs once in a while. And then it's nap time at work.
Oh, I will tear up some chili dogs. I like biscuits. I don't like y'all are gonna tell me I'm not a real Texan or whatever, but I do not like biscuits and gravy.
You don't like biscuits and sausage gravy.
Correct.
You ever
I
had
don't like.
biscuits? You ever had biscuits and tomato gravy?
Ew.
You mean
It doesn't
tomatoes
taste
like-
like tomatoes, but it's
I like
good.
a thin slice of tomato on a cheeseburger, and that's about it.
Duh.
Or biscuits and chocolate gravy. That's my go-to.
No,
No.
well, chocolate gravy's chocolate, i.e., sauce.
I got some fresh made chocolate gravy over here if you want it.
It's probably my Vallejo mud, isn't it?
It looks a lot like it.
Probably chunky.
It very well maybe.
Why is there corn? I don't remember eating corn.
Yeah.
Reese?
It's a weird yellow rock from the Somme. Okay.
I won some money
Hey, Jack.
playing golf, and I stopped at my local gaming store and went ahead and bought that damn thing.
Now, my brother Jay, as he says, tomatoes on everything for me. I remember growing up, he would eat a tomato like it was a damn apple. And
Dad would do that with a raw potato.
and that just, I would watch him do that, and it would just turn my stomach. I just,
Jeez.
And I've gotten better.
Jeez.
I can eat like a tomato, some tomatoes and salad. And I'm good with cooked tomatoes, like in a spaghetti sauce or like a salsa. Yeah, Reese. My brother wants to know if I told you about the J3 initiation. I did
No.
not. He's gonna pull some weird ass shit.
That's fine. Just if I need to bring a snorkel or anything like that, you just let me know.
Oracle.
I don't know what y'all do with these
You
things.
need to bring a tub of Vallejo mud.
Yeah, I'm about to say you need to bring a tub of Vallejo mud, one of those great big tubs of
There you
petroleum jelly.
Yeah, and on a completely unrelated note, he wants to know if I've secured the goat. I'm talking to Shireman next time he comes in for feed. Seriously, one of the teachers at the school here in town raises goats, and about every 10 days or so, he comes in and buys 10 bags of goat feed from me.
Yeah.
But on a completely unrelated note,
we had to trim goat hooves on a job I was working, and I planted my feet and grabbed the horns and basically just bulldogged it down.
Oh, is that what you call it now?
Yeah, and the person that was with me never seen that done before,
Yeah, I'd imagine most people haven't this side of Tijuana.
and they said I'd never seen that done before, and I said, well, it's really whatever flips your goat, and it just kind of stuck.
You're not helping, Reese. I'm not yucking your yum. But dang.
brings a whole new meaning to who's in charge of this goat screw.
Yeah. Hey, I work
Oh,
with turkeys,
God.
not goes. But hey, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh God. Oh, Richard, that's that. Are we talking about tomatoes or are we talking about the Vallejo mud? He says fresh from the garden, still warm from the sun.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Oh, Nelly.
So, Jay, I believe it was you that had shown me the faux leather roads for, was it Kanji City?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
it's,
probably have to do something similar for some bigger chunks of road for
I think
way.
you can get it at
You can get it at Hobby Lobby.
yeah. You can get a
I'll
Hobby
get
Lobby.
it at Todd's favorite hobby store, Joanne's.
Yeah.
So I got a bunch of scrap pieces to experiment with, but I will But
Whatever flips his goat.
yeah, whatever flips my goat.
Was one of the goats names Totes?
I don't think so.
Totes my goats.
No.
Oh, we have gone off the rails.
You brought me on here. You knew we weren't going to stay on topic.
Well, I mean, anytime you get a turkey impregnator on the show that's raised with cattle and is actually taking classes in cowology.
Mm-hmm.
I have, in the 5-ish years that I've lived in Pike County,
Mm-hmm.
I have learned more about animal feed and farm construction than any one person should. Because I worked at a lumber yard for a year, almost 2.5 years, and now I'm coming up on 2 years here at the feed mill. Oh, by the way, I am going to be running What a Tanker virtually on July 4th, on Tuesday, July 4th. That's the day we are out. We're not at work. So I've already got a couple of guys that are wanting to play. I got two. I got Copeland and I got Mike Burke.
What the hell, man?
I got you.
What I'd say? What the hell, man?
I've got three.
What time?
I think 2-ish in the afternoon.
Okay.
So if that precludes you because you're at work, I apologize.
No worries. I'll be done about 3 or so.
Okay.
All right, guys, I'm going to bail.
All right. See you later.
Right,
Hexy.
everybody. It was good to see you. Sorry I couldn't find any new games.
Oh, no, dude, don't worry about it. I got a couple here I can play.
And by a couple, he means a couple of dozen bookshelves.
It happens. Good to see you, Jeffy, buddy.
He's gone.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Now I can get 9 on the well, 8 really. I can get 8 if we want to do a the standard cam as well as a action cam. I can get 8 players because
Nice.
I can get 10 people on my string yard. What were you saying there, McMurray?
I said nice. That's awesome. 8 players is a good number. I mean, that's a lot of.
Yeah, that'll be 4-on-4.
Granted, I say it's a lot of tanks. There's going to be a lot of burning tanks on account of the fact that my historical fortunes at
Yeah.
at What a Tanker are pretty grim.
That system looks very interesting.
It's a fun game. Now, you'll be able to. Of course, I'm gonna run it live on the show,
Right.
so you can always come and watch.
Oh, I'm going to.
So
I'll set an alarm, and unless corporate's there, I'll be watching as I, do what I do.
hold on 1 second.
Well, McMurray, I have decided that my World War I theme will be Spring Offensive of 1919.
Oh, not German East Africa?
Mm-mm. No,
Can't
although
win them all.
I do have all my World War I Middle East stuff.
I'm about to say, what about Middle East? Yeah.
I've got it all, but it's in storage in Kansas City. So,
Oh, what?
well,
Wow.
It's just a straight shot up I-49.
Yeah, but then I got to find a place
in
for it
Kansas
here.
City at some point in time here.
I have all of my storage
Oh, you don't have
space
room for it there.
filled here, and I have all of my storage space filled there. I need to go through and be generous to somebody.
Yep. So.
I think I can kit bash a Pedersen device with a Sten magazine and an Ot 3 Springfield.
A Watterson
I would
device?
assume so. A Pedersen device that turns a 03 Springfield into a semi-automatic rifle.
They're ugly.
Can you hear me? Yeah, it looks super silly, but it
But
works.
it
And
works.
it's super fucking cool.
So what I love about that is we built so many cartridges for that in anticipation for the spring of 1919 that the French designed pistols and submachine guns after that cartridge for years.
Correct. Yeah,
And now it's
Yeah.
technically 30 super carry.
correct.
So, I mean, and we designed it to fit in an Ot 3 Springfield.
Yeah, well, I mean, we already had a 30 caliber barrel on it, so why not, you know?
Yeah. But I put together a gas mask guy with a BAR, and he just looked so sick. I was like, man, I got to do 1919.
Yeah,
So,
honestly, that'd be really awesome to do, like, tanks, but you'd essentially have shoe boxes because the Krauts hadn't gotten much past the A7V, and then you have the St. Charmant and the Mark IV.
all you got to do
or
is take
five.
a Mark IV and paint some iron crosses on it.
Yeah, no, I know. Same with
mean-
some whippets.
So, the question is, the question is where to source them.
What are we sourcing?
54 millimeter World War I tanks.
That's a good question.
That aren't $150 model kits.
So,
To me, it doesn't make one that's cheap or like Dragon or somebody.
Mm-mm. No, they're all quite expensive.
I wonder if there are any STLs.
I don't know, but that'd be a chunk.
Exactly. That'd be friggin' huge, Chris.
Hey,
It's double the size of a 28 mil one, which means you're probably looking at like 9 inches long and 6 inches across, 4 inches high. Last time I heard somebody talking about that, it was Max.
yikes.
Yeah, you know it.
Let me take a look at something here.
Looks like Toy Soldier Company might have something. And I'm really interested in like potentially the FT-17.
Okay, so that wouldn't be that big
No.
because
And
those
it'd
things
be-
are
it'd
only
be
like
usable.
8 feet tall. Yeah,
Yeah, and be actually usable on a tabletop.
yeah.
So, and that's not a right now problem at all. But okay, my old buddy McShawn's Closet has an A7V for $25.
Boom, got it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do
No,
it. Do it.
you can-
do it.
No, I gotta save money to finish way.
Dude, it's $25. You're gonna need it, and it's better to spend $25 now than.
150 later.
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna order a bunch of stuff from McShawn's Closet for way anyway.
so just toss it on there.
Well, yes, but later because I don't have the funds for that right now.
You and your dumb tires. Jeez.
Well, I got to put tires on my other car tomorrow.
Why? You already have tires on one car. It's summertime. How do you need new tires for?
Just we do.
Dude,
Is the tread visible?
if somebody pulls you over, just say, hey, we're testing slicks for Goodyear for NASCAR.
Dude, no one is going to pull you over for the tread on your tires.
No, but I'm worried about having a blowout, so I'm not worried about it. Tread was getting bare on the back end.
So rotate those tires, baby.
Yeah.
Right? He rotates them every time he hits the accelerator.
Yeah, dude. Rotate them tires.
Well, it was, about it was time. It had been years. So
Here's an STL for a Mark V for free.
Here you go.
I have no idea how big it is.
that's going to be
You
huge.
can make it whatever big you want it. But it's in several parts. So you got that going for you.
That'd be a chunk of plastic, though. So Mark V tank is going to be. Let's see. Where are you? It is going to be 26. Okay, 26 times 12 plus 5. If we could do that. 26 times 12. Okay, 312, 317. 317 divided by 35. That doesn't sound right. 9 inches long? That doesn't sound right at all.
Here you go.
Yeah, it does.
For 54 millimeter?
How long was it in reality? 20 something?
25 feet long?
Yeah, that's about right.
26 feet?
I have a 50. Well, okay. So do you have the trail wheels on it or not?
No.
Mark 5 or 4?
It's a Mark 5.
Yeah, so that's about right.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Okay, so M. Bergman on Thingiverse has World War I tanks and vehicles, STLs. They've got the A7V.
Those are in. I know he's got them in 1/200. I think he's got most of them in 1/100 too for 15 mil. Reese, you just scale it up 300%.
Yeah,
Most part, maybe 290 or so.
he's got a 1914 pattern armored car, Mark A Whippet, medium B, medium C, Mark 1s, Mark 4s, Mark 5s, Mark 8s. Here you go, Ford 3T special tractor. An M1917 6T with 37 millimeter SA gun.
I think I actually printed out some of his T3 tractors. If that's what I'm thinking of.
Got Daimler Sitka Viz 3. Got some Holt 5T tractors. Yeah,
I think those are the ones I was thinking of. Hang on.
all kinds of fun stuff.
Huh.
Now,
Weston Toy Company made a tadpole. Okay.
now is the A7V? Is that the one that's like just a fucking shoebox with a gun sticking out the front end of it?
Yep.
Yeah, but it's also faster than the British tanks at the time.
So it's 5 miles an hour instead of 3 miles an hour?
I think it was actually like 7 on a road, but yeah.
What?
Okay, so they don't make those anymore. Anyway.
Let's see. The A7V is quite large.
Correct. Oh, it is.
20
It's huge.
feet long. 7.34 meters. It had a crew of 18.
Ptolemychus had a
Yep.
good idea. Cardstock tanks.
There you go.
I might be able to build them out of foam board.
There you go. Yeah.
Man, to be honest with you, at that point, it might just be worth buying the damn things. That's a lot of angular.
Yeah,
Suck
not the
it.
A7, but the tadpole and stuff. That shouldn't be too bad.
Okay, so
That's
the
true.
speed for the A7V is 9.3 miles an hour on the roads and
Yeah, so
4
there you
miles an hour across country.
Yeah, so when you take into account that I think the Mark IV was like 4 mile per hour tops, wasn't it, or some shit? Hang on.
I don't know. I don't know
I'm,
much stuff about it.
I'm looking it up. It was not fast, which makes sense. It's on entire Caterpillar tracks and it's lozenge shaped. Like it's a lot to haul that track around.
Mm.
Uh,
I'm at least going to build a tank Gewehr team. I may not build a tank, but I'm going to build a tank Gewehr team.
Yeah, 4 miles per hour.
So
yeah, see, there you go.
The other thing is that it only had a 35-mile operational range, where the German had a 50-mile range.
Yeah, it's because it's a huge tank that, let's see here, the fuel capacity was 70 gallons, and the damn thing weighed 32 tons on 70 gallons. Get out of here.
Yeah, and only 105 horsepower.
Not only that, but then it shit all the exhaust right back into the crew compartment, so good luck.
16-liter, 6-cylinder, 16-liter. Jesus. Those pistons were like the size of my head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and Jay makes a good point. Scratch building, that's massive effort.
I agree with you, Reese, in terms of sometimes time is less valuable than money.
yeah.
And scratch building stuff is not always.
Well, not those. I was thinking about it. That's probably not a good idea. But
Not only that, but then it's impossible to get another one that looks like it. I tried doing that with a bunch of 40K stuff back in the day, even with like paper tanks that people had designed. Holy smoly, I was not.
I'm running 54 millimeter tanks. I don't think I'm going to need more than one. So
Well, that's fair. I still say I've always wanted to put like like 8 A7Vs and like 6 millimeter on a table just to see if anyone would be like, wait a minute.
there was only 5.
Yeah, there were only 7.
Yeah. Well, what would be really interesting though is do what the battle was it Battle of Cambrai, the tank battle.
Where the tank first kind of rolled up.
No, it was the A7 versus the Mark V.
The what?
It was the A7 versus the Mark V. I'm trying to remember what battle that was, where they actually
stand
faced
by.
each other.
Yeah.
Put that on the table in 54 millimeter and run what a tanker, except you can only move an inch at a time.
Holy rate of fire, Batman. Those main guns are firing like crazy.
On what?
If you're if you're moving an inch at a time per turn, but presumably you get to shoot a turn, that 57 millimeter is just going to be on boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
boom,
well,
boom,
you gotta. I'd have some like a ton of load actions or something like that too.
Yeah.
It'd be the most boring game ever, but it'd be fun to watch the frustration of the gamers.
Villers Bretno is what we're
Okay.
looking for. 3 A7Vs and 3 Mark IVs. And then two female, 1 male Mark IV. Yeah.
And that's the thing too, right? If I build a Mark IV, am I going to build a male, a female, or a hermaphrodite?
Both.
True.
Well, that's the thing. Like, everybody looks at, like, the Whippet. You put a Whippet next to a Mark IV, and it was like, oh, they had to have built a bajillion more Whippets than Mark IVs. But that's really not the case. Like, there were way more Mark series, whether it was 4 or 3 or 4 or 5,
Mm-hmm.
than there ever were Whippets. Like, to a ridiculous level, if I recall. Yeah,
They
like
made 1,000. They made 1,220 of these things.
Yeah, and then 400 Mark Vs. And then I think there were 300 or 400. It's either 3 or 8, and now I feel like a doofus. Chris, look up Steam Tank Tracked. Reese, that's what you need to build.
What is it? Steam tank tracked?
Yeah, it's the U.S. Army attempt prototype to build a lozenge tank.
Oh,
like
okay,
Mark
yeah.
4 or 5. except for it's armed with a flamethrower, and it's even goofier looking.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what the hell that thing was called.
The steam wheel tank.
What's up?
The steam wheel tank built by Hulk Manufacturing Company.
Probably. Hang on. Stand by. No, built by Stanley. It's quite literally in Wikipedia as steam tank. Steam tank tracked. It was a U.S. design of 1918, imitating design of the British Mark IV, but powered by steam.
Got it. Built by General John A. Johnson.
Yeah.
The main armament was a flamethrower. Secondary armament was 430 caliber machine guns.
I wouldn't face it.
2 steam piston engines, 500 horsepower combined.
Huh. I wouldn't face that thing.
It could do 3.7 miles per hour.
Just walk around the side of it and shoot it with a Tankovir.
That's the epitome of, bro. You're getting that close to a damn thing with a flamethrower on it. Are you high?
Tankovir, man, at 50 yards, I'll do it.
Well, that's the epitome of. I think you mean to say pretend you're dead and then shoot it with a Tankovir.
True.
But yeah.
Holt also made the gas electric tank. It had a 4-cylinder Holt gasoline engine.
Well, as usual, I didn't mean to derail the conversation, but
Yeah, that's fine.
See, I've been thinking about that. So,
Crazy talk. Crazy. The hell?
What the shit is that?
on my end,
No, I clicked on the steam wheel tank.
Yeah.
okay, I'm glad that's what you clicked on.
I clicked on the skeleton tank.
There's some weird stuff out there, man.
There is, look at this R tank. That shit's super weird. Like, there's ever anything that just should make you uncomfortable, it's the Czar tank.
No, here. This is what makes you uncomfortable right here.
I swear to God, if you send me a picture of your balls again, I'm never talking to you.
That right
I'm
there.
just kidding. Chris has at no point ever sent unsolicited pictures of his equipment.
So they were solicited.
Yes,
well,
yes, they were.
You know.
Yeah, the conversation does go hither, thither, and yon.
Where did you post something in here? Is that where that we have posted?
No, I it's on the screen.
Oh yeah, that's uncomfortable looking. Oh yeah, is that the weird thing? That, like, oh no, that isn't it. I was about to say, I think it was the British were experimenting with something that looked like a rolling frame that would essentially just roll over. Barbed wire. The issue is, except it's not rolling, like, because it's segmented frame. Yes, exactly. The issue is it was a frame, because otherwise that would be just absurdly heavy and impossible to move, which means that the crew is kind of just like hanging out, waiting to get shot, which is bad because World War I and machine guns and stuff.
Getting shot is not preferable.
It is hard to operate complex machinery when the operators who are familiar with the complex machinery get shot.
Okay, I see what you're saying about the Czar tank, and yes,
Yeah.
that's
the fucking nightmare, isn't it?
I'm going to share with the rest of you people because
Yeah, you're gonna see that shit in your dreams now.
it looks like a penny farthing bicycle that's gone wrong.
So there's a book series
That is just that's not right. That's a model of it right there.
It's huge too.
Let's
Like,
see.
that thing is colossal.
That
So-
thing that weighs 50 or 60 tons. It's 59 feet long, 39 feet wide, and 30 feet tall. That's just that is tall. That thing is bigger than my house.
So McMurray, there's a book series. I don't remember the name of the series, but the first book is called Leviathan, if I remember correctly, about an alternate history, World War One, where the Central Powers use steam-powered contraptions like land battleships and all kinds of fun stuff like walkers and whatnot. And the Allies use genetically engineered animals. So your airships are a whale that has been genetically engineered to produce helium and hydrogen inside of itself to float. It's some messed up stuff, but it's a fun read.
Yeah, that's true.
It's trippy.
Yeah, I told Mike that is a farm tractor on steroids.
Oh, yeah, I got caught up in H.G. Wells' nuts. Like, that would be like if the very early founders of early armored tractor companies sat down in a room with H.G. Wells and maybe a couple other guys, got super high, and then somehow actually pushed their designs past just a ruthlessly incompetent War Department, which is kind of probably how that happened, just minus the H.G. Wells part.
Yeah.
And then they got to the ruthlessly incompetent Russian, war ministry. We're like, hey, look at this. Tsar Ding Dong, buy tank. And he goes, oh, yes. My name is Tsar Ding Dong. I buy tank. And then somebody's
Ignore
like,
revolutionaries. Buy more tanks.
yeah.
Well, we're just over 2 hours. I think we pretty much.
Did we have a topic today?
Yeah. No.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I never really weighed in on a topic, but I missed like 20 minutes right at the start, towards the start there, because I had to search a store for Jeffy.
It's okay. It's all good. No, we did not have an actual topic today.
All good then.
We're trying to end up with one of Grail games.
It's fair.
So, and then talking about World War One tanks at the very end here.
Well, I thought I'd found an FT-17, but it was $120. So no.
No. Thank you. I'm good.
But no.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up for tonight. Should have Friday night. We're going to have our open mic over on Discord just to sit and chat about stuff. And then Saturday night, Father's Day Eve, we should have another paint and chat here on the YouTubes. So
Damn.
if y'all got anything else?
Nothing for the good of the order, sir.
All right, then. Until next time, we shall see you on the flip side.